Hi everyone, this is going to be a read for the sign of Pisces. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Trying to figure out what I want to start with first. Pisces. Where are you guys at? Hope everyone's doing well. I am open for personal readings, so if you are interested, please feel free to email me. So let's get started with Pisces. Okay, so you have existence. Could be doing some reflecting, spending time alone, in isolation even. And then you actually have the mental health card. There could be a divide of the mind. You could be like resisting something too. Almost like, and not really knowing that you're resisting something. It's like mentally. Like there's something that's going on, Pisces, where like it's almost like there's a fear here of like maybe even going into like the unknown. Like trying to hold on to like two things that are trying to move away. And it's like the need for like a foundation to like completely give out. But the thing is that you're going to be like caught in whatever this leap is, whatever this fall is, whatever this, like I want to call it like a trust fall almost. Like whatever that is, you're being like held through the process. And you're going to be like caught. Not in a negative way, but just like held. Because I feel like there's something here that's like very destined in a way. But there's like a hesitation. Like there's something about like two birds. Like you're either seeing two birds repetitively. It's like two birds every time you like look outside, or like you're gonna see like two birds together, or like you look up in the sky, there's two birds. So you have harmony, receptivity, and then you have sharing. So you guys might be struggling a little bit when it comes to being receptive. And the reason why I say that is because it's like this hesitation here. Like there's something that is needing to be overcome in the mind. And whatever it is that's needing to be overcome in the mind, it's there needs to be harmony that's created. Whether it's a thought process, whether it's a belief, whether it's like letting go of something. There could even be like a dynamic with like parents here. But something that was being held onto was actually causing a state of like chaos mentally. Like you were split in the mind. And so there was like there needed to be time taken to be alone, to process, to think, to understand, to let go of what needed to be let go of. Because as you take this trust fall here, like you're going to be held. And it's like you move right into that harmony. This is like harmony coming in. Like something had you feeling very closed off and like very unable to be receptive. Like it had you very, I don't know. It was like you're caught between two states of being almost. Like I don't know what that's about. Metaphorically, spiritually, like in reality almost. It's like there was something here, whether it be like mental stress, like being at odds with each other. There was some type of dynamic that was being reflected that kept somebody in a position of like limbo, of like feeling stuck. Like it was like holding on to something that they outgrew, holding on to something that kept them in between. But whatever this is being let go of. And then you have receptivity and sharing here. So it's like opening up to like infinite potential, like opening up to like all the possibilities and like the abundance. So we'll see what else comes out with this, because I think this is really interesting. Because it's not being clear to me what this is. This is like very like otherworldly. This, like, I don't even feel like this is a physical person unless it's like a relationship dynamic that like affects it like it would affect the way that you see things, or like the way that you do things. Like I'm almost picking up like on like a parental roles here, where like maybe there was like old structures in a family, and like holding on to like those old structures kind of like made someone feel at a disadvantage mentally, because it was like it was like, I don't know, like you had to jump through hoops, like it was very like acrobatic, like, and it's very exhausting. Like whatever this was that you were dealing with was very exhausting, and it was a dynamic that like wasn't very healthy, and it actually like kept somebody in a position that they like far outgrew. And now it's like, here comes this person like stepping into like their power of like stepping out of that situation, releasing whatever this is. You could have like a feminine energy coming towards you, like an older energy, almost like a mentor or like a guide. Could be like a grandmother or somebody who you view in that stature of like wisdom and knowledge and nurturance, to like help you through a situation, to kind of like light this up, because it's a lot of blue over here, and then it's like real bright. So it's almost like coming out of the darkness, like getting help, receiving help. Especially with the dolphins here, it could be friendships, integration at the bottom of the deck too. So you have the World card here. So this is a completion of something. This is like something being wrapped up. This is a cycle completed, a new one beginning. Could be dealing with fixed signs. You have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Capricorn pretty big too, especially over here. This is like the completion of a cycle. Like I feel like you're wrapping some type of chapter up, Pisces. It's a pretty big chapter. And it's like somebody coming in to kind of help you along the way. But there was some type of work that needed to be done by yourself too, like individual, like almost like hermit-like energy. And you have the Seven of Cups. So this is like coming out of confusion. This is also stepping into new opportunities, being receptive to like what's being put in front of you, because it doesn't always have to be confusion. Then you go to the Eight of Cups. So it's like making a decision and moving away from some type of like chaos or disorderly, like, it's like all these things being presented to you, and then strength. So it's like coming out of confusion, coming out of illusionment, knowing what you want with the Eight of Cups. It's like walking directly. It's like being satisfied with the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Cups, knowing that you have a lot of options, but like knowing that it's not quite satisfying emotionally. The Eight of Cups is going to walk to the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. This is also making a decision to walk away from situations that aren't emotionally fulfilling. This is the end of a chapter of maybe entertaining cups that weren't very fulfilling. You have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So there was a completion of some type of cycle and of realizing what is worth your emotional energy, right? Like this is a cycle completion of having the strength to like walk away from confusion, to walk away from what's not fulfilling, to walk away from what's not sharing, to what's not receptive, because you're no longer bridging this gap in other people's energies, whatever that's supposed to mean. I almost get like a scenario here where like there were a couple contracts back to back with like, you know, soul contracts, whatever you want to call them, where these involved a lot of work in the sense of like this has been a drawn out process of like over giving, learning your worth, having the strength to pull through it, having the strength to, you know what, I just realized my music stopped playing, which is like very weird. It's like the end of a really hard lesson, honestly, is like the way that I can put it. This was a lesson of like over giving, over stretching, like stretching your boundaries, not like always being pushed to a limit, always being pushed. And I feel like it has to do with some type of parental role, or somebody's like, it's generational here, where like there was some type of dynamic that kept replaying over and over and over again. And it could have been a dynamic that like even like parents and grandparents had, and like it's like finally learning something in the sense of like oversharing, over giving, like knowing when to withdraw your energy, knowing when to give your energy, having the strength to overcome that, and to realize even though other situations might have brought you fulfillment, it wasn't true emotional fulfillment. Because there's like a learning process here. And this is also coming into harmony too with the self and with like, I almost want to say destiny in a way. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So you could have somebody coming towards you, especially with this being over the dolphins. This could be like a new connection, or this could be a connection from the past, especially with the Seven of Cups. It looks like there's options here. There's different available emotional offers to some extent with the Seven of Cups. It's like even a little bit of confusion of like, it's just like you could have a lot of attention, even a lot of things being presented to you, and then here's this Page of Pentacles. This could be a new opportunity. This could be something relating to a product or consumerism, especially with the pentacle. It's material. This could be a stable foundation, like being offered, or like the beginnings of a stable foundation. This is something new, that's fresh, that's grounded, that's practical. Somebody wants to clear the air with something too. And then we have the Hermit, which I definitely felt. Strong Virgo energy here. This is the Hermit. This is like, you could have had multiple different things going on, and there was a need to pull back your energy with the Hermit here. And it's like reflecting on like some type of offer, some type of practicality, whether it be like, what are you investing in, or what is this person's offer, like where does it lead? Because it's like a need to like focus on like not what's confusing, not what could be, but what is. You see what I'm saying? Like not the what ifs. It's like what is happening right now. Where is this person right now? Where's the situation right now? Not the what if or the potential. See what I'm saying? Because that doesn't really exist. It's now in the present moment. You can have hopes and you can have, wishes for something, but the fact of the matter is if it's not presenting itself right now, it doesn't exist. It's still in the quantum field somewhere, hopefully. I know some people aren't going to like that, but it's like There's a serious need to emphasize on that, because this is like, what are you seeing right now? Not the, oh, well, this person could offer this, they could build to this. No, don't do that. That's like self-sabotage. Because the fact of the matter is how is this person showing up right now? Or how are you showing up right now? Not the what ifs, not the could be's, not the, oh, I should have did this. No, it's what are you doing right now, in the very present moment. Not the shit of like, oh, well, if I just hang on, maybe this person will come back around. No. If they're not showing it to you right now, they're probably not going to show it to you in the next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to be that way, but it's just, that's how the energy is presenting itself. There's like a need to like reevaluate, like, what are you getting from other people and what are you giving to those people? Because if you're not getting the same energy back in return, it's not worth your time. You're over giving to things that you don't need to give to anymore. And when you should be giving that energy to yourself with strength. When you should be sharing that energy with the things around you in the present moment who are appreciating your energy, the people, places, and things that exist right now. Not this illusionary breadcrumb energy. And I mentioned that briefly, through the fire sign reads, where it's like breadcrumb energy. It's like knowing your worth and being like, no, like, if this person's giving you breadcrumbs now, they're going to keep giving you breadcrumbs. Like, maybe, on rare occasion, does somebody actually like wake up and be like, oh, I shouldn't be breadcrumbing this person anymore because that's not how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. Not trying to be an asshole, but I like to look at things realistically. And if what you're seeing isn't what you want, then there's something better out there for you, especially with the 7 and 8 of Cups. Because whatever is going on, it's like a repetitious like cycle of like energies. And like, these energies are not fulfillment. Like, these were energies regardless of how you want to look at it. Like, yeah, there might have been positive things about it, but at the end of the day, you weren't fulfilled. At the end of the day, you made a decision and walked away. Or, like, at the end of the day, there was some type of conclusion that was drawn that something needed to get wrapped up. And that enough tells you that it wasn't fulfilling. Because you wouldn't have that. You dead ass like would not have a question in your mind on how somebody feels. Like, the fact that somebody's leaving you confused or like without clarity for like months and weeks on end. It's like, that's no, there's really no excuse for that. So there was like this epiphany moment where it was a realization of needing to maybe be more conscious of where you invest your energy, of like what's being brought to the table each time. Because if you're being presented with pages every single time, like, you gotta have, like, there's a strength here where it's like you overcame some type of like, I feel like this was an ongoing cycle between contracts, like people, places, things, like repetitive situations that kept taking place where it's like you constantly had to like reevaluate how you felt, and you had to come to that conclusion within yourselves to say that you deserve more. And it's like repetitious, like it's like, how many times do I have to go through this? But there was something that wasn't being learned. There was something that wasn't being picked up on, and that's why it kept repeating over and over again with all these different cups. Because, like, now you finally got it, because you got the 8 of Cups in strength. where it's like you picked up the missing link, or like the missing puzzle piece in this like. And then you have integration at the bottom of the deck that keeps pulling me to it, Pisces, and it's like you integrated something within yourself that gave you like almost like a superpower over these connections that you have sitting in front of you. Like, honestly, I just keep getting pulled to breadcrumbing, where it's like, I don't know if it was just like a repetitious cycle of breadcrumbing, of like one thing after another, and it's just like, why does it keep happening? Like, the same situation, different people. But it's like the missing link, you finally got the missing link, or something's coming into like wholeness now because something's being completely integrated. Because there was like a realization, like it doesn't matter if you're dealing with a past person, like whatever, this is just an example, right? Because this is a general reading. Not everything's going to resonate with everyone, but it was like that moment of clarity in taking your power back and being like, this doesn't fulfill me. Like, no matter how many excuses you give yourself, no matter how many ways different, up, backwards, upside down, like it doesn't matter which way you looked at it. At the end of the day, you weren't fulfilled. And you had to come to that difficult conclusion every single time. And it was like one of the hardest things you've ever had to do, because you had to come to the conclusion that you weren't fulfilled. No matter how much you enjoyed that other person, or you enjoyed that connection, or the good times that were shared in it, there's this harsh realization that the person or the connection that you were putting your energy into wasn't being given back the same way. It wasn't fulfilling you in the ways that you need it. And now it's like holding back that energy until something comes to you, until something is presented to you. Waiting for that offer to come in that's grounded, that's practical, not something that's a what if, could be, potentially, this person has potential. No, it's either, does this person show up today, or are they not showing up today? Because if they're not showing up today, it is what it is. Because I'm telling you, like this shit where people get stuck in their minds about, oh, well, one day they could change. You're waiting around. Like, you're waiting around and you're wasting time. And it's like you're wasting opportunities that could come your way that give you beautiful things. And all because of something that maybe might happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, not to be like a jerk or anything, but it's like you can't wait around for people who don't show up for themselves. You see what I'm saying? Like, if this person, like, or these connections, like, in the past, if they couldn't even show up for themselves, what makes you think they're going to show up for you? Just saying. And I'm not trying to be, like, mean in any way, shape, and form. It's just, like, it's the reality of the situation. It's the reality of the energy here. I mean, it could be people who you love very much, like, and it could be that this shit hurts so much because you're like, why can't you people show up for me like I show up for you? But at the end of the day, it's a lesson. It's meant to teach you something. It's meant to actually give you more strength in a situation, because, sometimes those lessons come through people closest to us. You have the Three of Wands here. So it's like knowing that there's possibilities out there, daydreaming, waiting for your ships to come in, having the strength to hold back your energy, to not invest in things that are illusionary, to not invest in things that are not fulfilling. Yeah, it's like stepping back from this energy and reflecting on this back and forth energy, like this juggling type of energy. There was a need to like reflect, because again, you wanted something more stable, you want something more committed, you want something more practical. And so by letting go of that energy of juggling within your own space as you can, you actually remove that from like your field. And that's kind of one thing that people don't understand sometimes, is that like when something is happening repetitively, that it's like you need to take a look in your own space too. You see what I'm saying? Because we're all mirrors for each other. So things that are not appealing to you in other connections, think about the things that you do too. because those little triggers are things for us. But this is no longer juggling this. It's like I'm no longer juggling, like, knowing your worth, knowing that you deserve something practical, knowing that you deserve something stable and grounded. It's like you're done with the passion and the toxicity. Like, there's a sense of, like, being done with investing in things that lead to open-ended responses. There's an energy here. It's like, this is interesting. Hold on a second. Let me get, what is this Devil card? So you could have somebody keeping an eye on you, could have strong Capricorn in their chart. This person makes, like, their energy is very frustrated. I feel heated right now. Like, I'm actually, like, fidgeting in my seat and very uncomfortable. This energy is like watching you from a distance. They feel very left out in the cold. So if you're dealing with another person, this is something toxic that you could have walked away from. This is a situation that was very much, well, like, physical only. Like, what feels good. That's what type of connection this was. It's very, like, physical based. With this Ace of Wands and the Five of Pence with the Devil, it's like, I don't know if this Devil felt that they had, like, something to offer, but, like, they got left out in the cold in a situation. And I feel like it has to do with this transformation of energy that's over here, because I almost feel like this is a completely separate energy from what I was just reading. And that's where, like, my frustration comes in, because this is like somebody watching from the outside, being like, why aren't they taking my offer? Like, why isn't this person tinkering with my stuff? And this Queen of Wands popped out, and it actually caught my eye before I started shuffling, and then it fell out. Like, you're looking at something. You're looking at this Devil. Could be Capricorn, could be Aquarius energy here. But it's like you're looking at this Ace of Wands. The Five of Pence is in between it. You're both keeping an eye on each other, but it's like this person's not coming forward, or they're not communicating. This is like somebody from a distance. See, this Queen of Wands went through this energy over here. This Queen of Wands is done juggling, is done making offers, they're sitting back. They walked away from what no longer served them, and they're focused on something that's more committed, more grounded. This Queen of Wands, even though she's the Queen of Passion, the Queen of Fire, they're not entertaining this Ace of Wands. Because, again, it's not the Pentacle, it's not grounded. There's something here about, like, really stepping up your like, I don't know how else to put it. It's like, boundaries really is what's coming to me. Boundaries, like reinforcing boundaries. Even though you're the Queen of Wands, it's like you're not accepting whatever wand this is from this Devil energy at the Page of Swords. It's like toxicity. There's like very restrictive energy here with the Five of Pence, and then you have Death. So it's like you let something go, you let something fall away, let something transform itself even. What's this Page of Swords and the Devil with the Five of Pence and the Ace of Wands? What's this energy about? So this is almost like a defense position. Like, I'm seeing, like, literally like football or something. You have somebody like on defense. I don't know what that's about. It's somebody at a distance. I don't think they're speaking. This person could have a lot of, like, people around them, but they're very guarded with the Nine of Wands, and it's like they're keeping a distance. Like, this energy is very uncomfortable. Like, it actually, like, makes my skin feel like it has bugs on it. Like, I don't know what that's about. Very addictive, almost. Like, this person, I almost feel like is going through, like, withdrawal. You have the Sun in reverse. What is this? I don't like this energy. This is who you have on your outside, Pisces. I don't know who this is, but fucking good for you for getting, yeah, Queen of Swords. Good for you for cutting this out, because I feel like this person's energy makes you very uncomfortable. Or like this person's energy is almost like so toxic that it like affects you. And I feel like it would affect you in ways where it's like you don't even realize this. But this is kind of like a fair warning, Pisces. Like you have something coming towards you. This is an energy of somebody who's been keeping an eye on you from a distance, but they're saying like you gotta have like your guard up a little bit with this person, because I feel like they're coming at you, presenting themselves in a way where it's like wounded, but it's saying like wolf in sheep's clothing. So I don't know what that's about. Be very careful. Like I literally feel like my skin's crawling. So I don't know if you're dealing with somebody. It's like I almost get like I'm getting like real itchy, like I feel like I have bugs on my skin. Like I don't know, is this person like going through withdrawal? Is this person like, again with the schizophrenia card, the mental health card coming out, it's kind of like a fair warning, you know what I mean? Like be aware of this energy, because this person might have, they might not be thinking clearly. This is somebody who feels like they're left out in the cold. This Page of Swords looking right at the devil. It's like this person is like engaging actively in very unhealthy things. I don't normally get that type of energy off the devil card. So I don't want people to think that like, you know, like the devil card's not always a bad card to get, but with these, like with this energy surrounding it, it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I need to go shower. Like I literally feel like I need to go bathe. So I don't know what that's about. Like this energy is, it's just like they're saying like with the Queen of Swords, it's like you're looking right at whatever this is. If it's a person, place, or thing, because this devil energy that's over here with the Page of Swords, they're like gathering information at a distance. They're like watching you, gathering information. This Ace of Wands is like, I don't know what that's about, but it doesn't feel very good. Ew, I wanna get out of this energy. Like, let's just take a turn. Yeah, this really just took a turn, like weirdly enough. So, Pisces, I'm going to try my best to explain this, but I just don't like how this energy is making me feel, especially with this like double card with the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Like this is somebody like not happy with the fact that like you're going through some type of transformation. Like they don't like some type of change. And I don't normally get messages like that, but you have an outside energy that doesn't, like they're not a fan of like how you've grown, or they're not a fan of like the boundaries that you've implemented, or they're not like a fan of the changes that you've gone under, because you like full-blown stepped into your power here. Like you're very charismatic, you're very in charge of your own energy, you're very connected, you're very grounded, you learn lessons, you went within, you have the strength, you're manifesting something new, you're working towards something committed. I feel like somebody's pissed off on the outside. So I don't know if this person's going to try and communicate. As of right now, I don't see communication. But I do see an energy of just be aware and use your best judgment with the Queen of Swords, because you might need to set up some very firm boundaries with whoever this is. But this is somebody, again, who maybe tried to come in very passionately in the past, or only offering something that's very physical. But this is somebody also who's coming and kind of presenting themselves as like I'm just seeing like a wolf in sheep's clothing. So it's like somebody presenting themselves as like being very innocent and very soft and very like delicate, but like this person's like not at all like that. And I love wolves, but the type of like energy that I'm getting off of this is like not good energy. This is somebody who you would really need to be aware of, like in the sense of like manipulation. Because this is somebody, again, who can manipulate the mind, who can manipulate through conversation, somebody who's very good at like deceiving other people by presenting themselves as being very innocent, by presenting themselves as being like very they present themselves very innocently, and behind the scenes they're not. So I'm going to move forward from that energy because you have the Magician here, the Emperor, the Judgment, and the Three of Pence. So there's going to be some type of a judgment call that's made with the Three of Pence. This is investments. This is opportunities. This is time invested working together on a situation. The Magician takes action. The Emperor takes action. The Magician has all the tools that are necessary to make something happen. So this is either you making a judgment call on your own, stepping into your true power with the Emperor, like taking control of a situation and saying like, no, I'm the Magician, like this is my energy, I'm manifesting something brand new, I'm manifesting something that's grounded, I'm manifesting something that involves, you know, working together, new opportunities, bringing something together. This could be your energy taking control of a situation. Or this is an energy coming back around with Judgment. Could be dealing with an older person or somebody a little bit older than you, or has some type of establishment or established foundation with the Emperor. They could even have children. But then this is them taking action, making a judgment call on a contract, on a connection, on a situation. You could have a younger feminine energy here with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. And it's like this Emperor's looking at you as the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. But see, you put something like Pisces, what the shit is this? I don't think that you see this with the Moon card here and the Nine of Pence. I don't think that you see it. And the reason I say that is because your focus is whatever is with this Devil energy over here. Like, your focus over here is on this Devil energy and this Page of Swords. Like, you're watching someone, but you have this coming towards you. And I don't think that you see it coming because you're sitting at the Nine of Pence, you're sitting at the Moon card here. You're sitting very comfortably where you are. You're focused on yourself. You're focused on the things around you. You could have just moved away from something toxic, or you're separating your energy from that with the Queen of Swords. And it's like you put this energy in its place. And I think that as you're focused on this energy, it's like here comes this energy. But the way that it's coming in is like almost like you don't see it coming. Because you're dealing with whatever this is, or your focus is over here. Because with the Queen of Swords, like they understand that like their focus needs to be, like there's something that needs to be addressed with the Queen of Swords. So I feel like the Queen of Swords put an ending towards, you know, things that were not fulfilling, or a situation that was not fulfilling, that was based on physical needs only, or based on practical needs only, in the sense of material, in the sense of physical, in the sense of what makes me feel good, what makes you feel good type of thing. This is no more investing in that. And you have this energy over here that's like watching from a distance, but this energy is not in good energy either way. So let's move on to this Magician and Emperor energy. King of Pentacles and Temperance. This is something that's being balanced out. This is something that's being grounded. You have the Knight of Cups, the Sun, and the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So somebody could be coming in wanting to recapture something, wanting to fight for something, wanting to fight or lay out boundaries for some type of a connection here. The Nine of Cups can also be my apology card. So it's like you could have an apology coming from this Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, King of Pentacles, the Emperor energy. You could have an apology coming from them, or you could have some type of message coming from them wanting to ground a situation, wanting to offer some type of emotional availability. This is somebody who knows how to take action, who also knows how to be grounded. And the fact that they're coming in as the Emperor, the King of Pence, and the Knight of Cups, this is somebody coming in very direction-oriented, very grounded, and also very focused on what it is that they want to offer. They want to lay out some type of a boundary for some type of a connection here, hoping that they can like recapture something. But I feel like you almost don't see this coming because you're doing something with the Queen of Swords over here with the Devil and the Five of Pence. Like you're working through some type of an energy over here, and I feel like that correlates with this energy that I was feeling with the mental health, because again, it's like there was some type of repetitious cycle that kept replaying over and over and over again, and then finally somebody saw something, and then boom, there's the ending of this connection that was like very, or just any connection really, it doesn't have to be a specific person, it's just like not investing in things that aren't worth your time anymore, that aren't worth what your true desires are. Like you desire so much more with the Eight of Cups, like you want so much more, and it's like realizing that even though you could have had good times, you could have had, you know, good connections in the midst of it, it wasn't emotionally fulfilling. And so here comes emotional fulfillment with this Two of Cups, with this brand new cycle. So let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations will help bring you together. Love yourself first. That's what I'm saying. Like, with these boundaries, you're actually opening up this connection. So that's really your advice, is literally like let go of control issues, understand that things are going to have to unfold naturally, continue working through whatever it is that you're working through, because you have something beautiful that's coming towards you. You have some type of energy that's coming towards you that wants to take action, that wants to ground the situation, wants to invest. And then you have this other energy where it's like, just, you know, deal with it. It seems like your focus right now, it's like you guys are like, you have this energy on the outside with the Devil, the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. It's like this person is keeping an eye on you. And I don't know if this person like withholds, but you're done with this energy. You're transitioning away from it. And then here comes this Emperor and the King of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. So I hope that this information helped. I hope that it was able to, you know, make some type of sense. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you for the likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. It means the world to me. I love you guys so much. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to email me. I am open for doing them. But until next time, take care. I wish you guys the best. Thanks.